G'day, I'm Evan, and welcome to Gamey Gamey Game. Joining me on the show this week, it's Naomi Higgins.
Can you fucking believe it?
What are you?
Impressive.
Did you give them the finger?
Yeah,
Why?
they like it.
Oh, okay.
You know what they
Why
like.
they want it.
Oh, they bloody gobble it up. Oh, please.
Jess Perkins.
You fucking dogs. Don't steal my thing.
Oh, come on!
You said they liked it.
Yeah.
They want more of it.
No, well, there'll be a,
Honestly?
it'll hit saturation, and then I'll have to think of something
We're
else.
14 seconds in, I've already had enough of your shit.
And Patrick Durnan Silva.
What? Oh, I'm the nice one.
The Paula Abdul.
Because you didn't give them the finger, or
I
is
didn't
that?
have the finger.
All right.
But at some point through the show, he will give you
I
the
will
finger.
yell at someone. Okay. And I'm not talking about the crew.
Have you guys seen the video of Paula Abdul when she found out she wasn't in the Bratz movie anymore?
Yes, it's so sad.
Why is there a video?
So sad.
It's so funny. She just
Through a
sees,
text.
she just sees that she's not on it anymore. She just starts crying and she's like, I was set to produce and choreograph and design the dolls. And sometimes it's just like, I'm trying so hard and it's just, I get so tired of trying and I think, where is God?
Why did you bring this up?
Why? What?
What?
Okay, last week we were talking about apples and then you said they're cracking down on premarital sex. And
That's because
So I don't think you should be
whoa,
one to...
they've done that now, you know. That's like,
We're not talking about that again.
okay.
Too political.
Ay.
Ay, Dios mío. I can say that.
You can, I forgot.
I want to thank our new patrons who signed up since our last episode. Charlotte,
Charlotte.
Memester Josh, I think is how I'm going to say that one. Ruben,
Okay.
Gonzo Fursuit,
Oh.
and Naomi Higgins.
What? Oh my God, thank
I feel
you
like
for
that's
supporting.
not you. but-
Maybe, you know what?
You don't support this show.
It's the... No, I make a point of it. I make a point of that. I take, I don't give. It might be the other Naomi Higgins.
Is there another Naomi Higgins?
Yeah,
Yes.
she wears transition lenses and she plays the saxophone.
Really?
She
Really?
owns NaomiHiggins.com.
Ah.
Okay.
Could you
how I
write a
know
theme
about
song with a saxophone? Could you do a cover with a saxophone?
Cover of the theme song of this show. Yeah, we could do that.
Thank you.
Just
Naomi.
like that.
And just
It
like
would be very difficult.
Naomi Higgins died.
Oh.
'Cause I'm gonna get her.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just kidding.
nice to have you all on
She
board.
knows who I am.
No.
Probably not.
Nah.
I don't
Really?
really know why.
Surely she must have Googled herself and been like, oh, who's this person?
Well, I do have a Wikipedia page,
Yeah?
and I don't think she
She?
does. No.
Wow. You're the famous
It's
one.
always like sub 5 minutes she brings up the Wikipedia page.
Hey, this week we're talking about Need for Speed Unbound. But first,
Are we?
yeah, did you not? Page 2.
I was playing Donkey Kong.
Oh, brother.
I mean, that's...
Ay. Just kidding.
But first, what do you think of this? Ultra Kill,
It's from my High School Musical.
a retro-style first-person shooter, has added support for sex toys. The game's developers have released an official mod which adds vibration feedback for controllers like the Xbox gamepad. But the software, named Butt Plug, is really more focused on intimate devices like butt plugs, vibrating underwear, dildos, and nipple clamps.
What the F?
I love this. Because when I was young, I used to always hold my controller every time it would vibrate, and I'd press it against myself. And I was like, this should be something one day. And here we are.
Thanks for sharing.
Wait, you mean you just mean a vibrator, or you mean specifically?
No, a
haptic
controller. I just want
feedback
a remote
on the
control.
video game that goes to your ass or genitals,
Yeah. I wish it was smaller.
and with a fled.
And it
know
would
what's
sing
gonna
to me. You get it, right?
I get it.
I guess having it as a separate unit as well, so you still can control the game.
Yes.
Gotta go to the doctor.
I swallowed mine.
Wow, it got through most of me pretty intact. Crazy world. What's up?
I didn't know vibrating nipple clamps were a thing.
Neither did I.
I mean, if you ask me, do you think vibrating nipple clamps exist? I would say yes.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know there's electric play
Yes.
that you can do with nipple clamps.
Yes, I went to a fetish house once and they had that.
Like the zzz.
It's like,
The car starter.
Yeah, like it sparks when you knock them together. Start a fire.
Of defibrillators, yeah.
Jump starting.
Yeah.
Person.
That's what a
Wake up.
defibrillator is.
I wish this pen was one of them. We have fun.
We have a bit of fun.
How do you feel about electric play, Evan?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried it. I'm sure it's fine.
I don't think I would like it.
No, why not?
Well, I actually just got a tens machine, but that is just for
What?
a tens machine. You know it's like does electrical signals.
To
I got these
what?
clips for my ear, so I can use it on my ear. But then I was like, I reckon these are actually nipple. I reckon they're for nipples.
Yeah.
Oh.
I reckon that's.
They just labeled it as ear ones.
Yeah, once. Yeah.
So what's
the
it
same
supposed to do? What is it? What's the point of
It's
it?
like electrical signals into. I think people use it in labour. They have like ones that go on there and it confuses the nerves,
Oh,
interrupts the pain.
like
signals.
acupuncture almost? Like it's...
No, it's an electrical signal.
Right.
It's not. It's not.
It's like those foot
Made up.
ones.
No offense. No offense.
Is acupuncture made up?
Yes.
Yeah. They made that like yesterday. I think they invented that.
Who's they?
Huh.
We just if we don't say
And just like that.
we got cancelled.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Hey, yeah. It's
Who's
it's a
they?
crazy world.
Yeah.
Why this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
This doesn't scream sex to me. This screams
No.
someone who isn't having sex to me.
Yes.
And it seems like this would be more fun in a couple or a group setting rather than on your own. I feel like it.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
I just wonder what's triggering the rumble in this case.
Well, it would just be like on a
shooting.
controller. It would just
Yeah.
the same.
So every time you
things
shoot a
that
gun, it's like. Buzz, 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 buzz. Like-
How long do you
Right.
think it takes for a bullet to leave a gun?
It's a machine gun.
it's quite-
so
It has a
Yeah.
run up. It's like,
And there's different rhythms. You're like, pa, ka, pa, ka, pa, pa, pa.
Right. So maybe when you fire a weapon,
sorry, it was an automatic weapon. I'm so sorry.
when you get shot, maybe
Yeah.
explosions.
Yep, that would
Maybe if you're
vibrate.
in an elevator.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's an earthquake.
It's gonna vibrate.
Yeah, there's an earthquake in the game.
There's an
It's
earthquake.
like a
like-
light rumble.
I feel like it would be more distracting. I don't think it would help you play the game.
Yeah, but people do stuff like that all the time. That it challenges you. It makes it harder to play the game.
Oh, I see. Right.
It makes
so
you
it's
harder at the
okay.
same time.
And that's nice, isn't it?
And that's nice. And that's nice.
That's nice.
So nice.
That's
It's nice to get hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I would just get like distracted and I would,
You just start jacking off.
well, but I just wouldn't be like, I'd just like, or maybe after a while you're like, oh, maybe you can't feel it anymore. I don't know. Maybe there's different settings because after a while maybe you just get desensitized. And you're like walking through your daily life, you're like, where's my vibrations?
I think it would be more interesting if you had the option of, like, these weird little demon things that you want to be shooting. If you had an option to, like,
Oh, they'll deep throat you. That thing's all mouth as well. Look at it.
I think that's more interesting.
That is a deep
That would
throat.
be, yeah.
Got no arm.
Maybe the thing is, maybe they are horny and they're trying to fuck you, but this character doesn't get it, and they keep shooting it. But they're all like,
You're like,
Oh,
ah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually sound like.
yeah, they're like,
But you can't hear, obviously. It's just...
yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be more interesting for me personally.
What game would you like to get sucked off by?
Oh.
I know you're going to say Sims 4.
Well, here's the thing.
You can
Sims 4
watch.
has a mod called Wicked Whims where
I've seen that
yeah,
one.
they fuck.
Do things.
Ben Russell showed me that.
Yeah.
In his
That already
game.
exists.
I feel like we talked about this on the show before.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, yeah.
What game would you want to see in that?
What game would I want to fuck?
Donkey Kong?
He's too much for me. I couldn't do it. I'd get shy. Maybe someone more on my level. Maybe
Mario, Luigi's Mansion.
The mansion, maybe.
The Mansion?
Yeah.
I feel like Mario would have like really strong cologne. It would just put me off.
Yes.
I mean, just really, really.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, PS1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Lara.
In the
Lara
body
Croft, when she's in the pool.
Yeah, love being in that pool.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to actually play the game.
But you saw the pool, you remember the
I
pool?
was only allowed to play like the training.
Is that in the pool?
There's a pool and there's
That would
also
make
like
sense.
you could do like gymnastics.
Yeah, because you start in
It
the
makes
mansion,
sense
yeah.
because I feel like all the games I remember as a kid, it's just the tutorials of every
Yeah.
game because I never got anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
So I would fuck triangle boob.
Okay, yeah.
Big time. Yeah, very good choice.
I'm kind of
See, I think that's a
surprised.
luxe environment. I would like to be there.
Yeah.
I'm
It
kind of
would make me
surprised.
feel sensual.
What makes you feel sensual?
A fancy house,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
sexy lady doing gymnastics.
Yeah, that's hot.
Um,
Rich parents, that makes me feel sensual.
I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a more sexy game that got this
Yeah.
mod put
Yeah,
in.
it doesn't make sense here.
I'm really interested as to like what was their marketing meeting like.
Yeah.
Like we had a really sexy new like.
I feel like
And what better game?
Yeah. Yeah.
These.
And everyone's like, oh, yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're like, oh, I want all these twink zombies running at me.
Yeah.
What?
Evan, do you want context from Patrick? The other Patrick.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I don't
no,
know unless
sure.
you have context from Patrick. I'll get context from this
Not
Patrick.
you.
Patrick, do you want to give context? Just
People have been asking for a sex update in Ultra Kill
Oh.
for years.
but
Why?
why? What's the genesis
Patrick,
of that?
You've got to yell for them.
People have been asking for a sex update in Ultra Kill for years
But why?
Why was that?
because New Blood are silly.
Yeah, it's like it's a
It's
bit
a
of a meme,
meme.
right? It's a bit of a meme thing.
Okay,
Honestly,
now I get it.
Oh, hang on.
I'm on board.
So much innovation
It's
happens
fun.
from sex and memes.
Yeah.
Because this can now, people make stuff for sex.
Yeah.
And you can use it in other areas. Same with guns.
That's why Blu-ray beat out HD DVD. That's why Beta lost to VHS.
For porn?
No memes.
Oh, for memes.
Or both.
Porn memes.
Well, that's great.
Isn't that great?
How many sex toys do you have, Evan?
I just thought it was good to bring up and let everybody know that you can do this now.
Oh, God, I'm so glad you let me know.
I would probably just use a vibrator without the video game.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's an
That would probably
option.
be more appealing to me.
You can just use sex toys in whatever context you want to use them in. You can watch something that's also a bit sexy, or you can watch.
What's this?
What's this?
I could press a vibrator against me just once every 30 or 40 seconds
Yeah.
for 1 second at a time without the game.
Yeah, you absolutely could. It would feel like a waste of time. Would do that, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get my old Xbox One controller.
Yeah, just have a good time.
Old school.
Yeah, great. Maybe we should move on. Talk
Yeah.
about my game highlight of the year,
Oh really?
Wow.
Need for Speed.
Vroom vroom.
So it's
Vroom,
your
vroom.
game highlight of the
It's
year.
one of my. It's one. it's,
No,
I
but
was.
you
I
said
was,
it with that much enthusiasm.
Well, I mean, look, there's not many games I get like excited about. So there was Call of Duty earlier. That was, and it's a great time of year for me. And Need for Speed. A Need for Speed game doesn't come around that often,
Doesn't
and
it?
they're often bad.
Oh.
But they made a good one now,
Oh, did they?
so that's exciting. Need for Speed Unbound is a brand new entry in the racing franchise. It takes all the good bits of 2019's Need for Speed Heat, throws in some new ideas, and gives it a spiffy new paint job. Let's take a look at the trailer.
So
30 Rock.
It's a good show.
Yes.
It really makes you forget that Alec Baldwin killed someone.
I mean, he didn't do it on purpose, did he?
No?
Yeah, but
Actually, it reminds me that he killed someone because I don't really think about Alec Baldwin generally. Allegedly.
allegedly.
Can you throw me a dinosaur?
Oh, we're not going to be the only people who have ever said that, Bec.
But just stop.
All right.
So embarrassed.
All right.
Alec Baldwin shot a
saw
gun.
All right. Okay. We'll change. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk about the game.
Yes, let's talk about the game.
What's happening over there?
Nothing.
That's really embarrassed. No. Can we please have a dinosaur?
I got really embarrassed.
You've got all.
What are you trying to get?
And then
I
everyone
said,
just
could you
started
throw me a
speaking.
dinosaur? And you just said something else, and I was like, woo!
Except for me.
That's the worst.
Oh, you won't do this.
We're back. TV is back.
This side of the table is just in a world of their own, and that's great.
Yep.
That was a look at the trailer for Need for Speed Unbound.
I loved that trailer.
Great, right?
How good is it?
Bit of fun.
It's
colour.
It went for like 20 minutes.
I loved it. It had everything you want from a trailer.
Quite moved.
Yeah, it's just something about it.
Guys,
Reminds me of my dad.
Your dad like cars?
Loved it.
Right, okay.
Guys, that was such a good trailer. Go out and buy Need for Speed now, right now.
Anyway,
Do you need some time?
Okay.
Can we get just some rosary beads or something?
Rosemary water.
I enjoy the Need for Speed games, but often they can be a bit disappointing because sometimes they're not very good. But
That is the thing.
And why aren't they good?
huh?
Why aren't they good?
That isn't very good, you know.
Gaming show.
One of the reasons is they jump around developers somewhat, but
They
sometimes
shouldn't be doing that. They should be coding. Do you know what to do with this? Problem solved. See, all you have to do is ask.
Right. I'll have it.
Would you like it?
Yeah. I've had all the snacks. Oh yeah, pass it like it's a note.
This is actually the first in like almost 10 years. This is the.
Careful, it's dripping.
In like almost 10 years, this is the. This is the first.
Oh my god. I know.
This is the first for quite a while. Need for Speed game developed by Criterion.
Yes.
I thought I recognised
Criterion Channel. How
The
are they doing?
the Criterion,
Criterion Channel.
Oh, good.
the channel. No, you like the collection of films?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
that-
Criterion. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
I know that
know.
one.
Fine.
Okay.
But it's like old movies, right?
Well, it's just a question.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. This is a different Criterion.
Yeah.
They're video game developers, and they're great at racing. They were the ones that developed Burnout, the Burnout series,
Oh
which
my
is
god, the iconic one that we all know and love.
you know. I mean, Burnout, like that was so good, the best. Except maybe Bec Petraitis. I didn't like that one so much.
What made it so good?
It's just fun. It's just fun. You know, video games used to be fun. You know,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
used to
Yes,
drive
they were
around
simple.
real fast.
Yes.
And now it's just all PC culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just appeasing, the social justice warriors.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
You have a point of view.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was just the burnout games were so fun. It was just like drive around, crash into stuff, make other cars crash, do
What,
big
was
crashes.
there like a main character?
No, and that's one of the great things about it.
Yeah, it was very
no
good.
characters.
No people for you to try and interpret what they're saying or feeling.
Yeah, none of that.
The cars were feeling something, I'm sure.
Yeah, being crashed into and gone fast. Fast is a feeling. We learnt that a few episodes ago from Sonic. It didn't have
That's not all we learned, though.
didn't have
We learned
a-
a lot about friendship and love and the cyber world.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Guys, don't go there. It's so wild. A holiday? Yeah, right.
I don't see why a racing game needs to have a story or characters, personally, but that's just me. It's not just me. Other people think that. Typically, the story, not very good. And the characters, kind of annoying. They probably don't need to be there.
This game or in other games?
In this game and Need for Speed games, typically, I think they're a bit superfluous.
Like focus on the car
I
drive.
just want to race the car.
Now, is this based on a movie?
No,
Is it based on a toy?
I don't think so.
It's just the games?
I think it's just the games.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not based on, what's it called, Speed, Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves?
What?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
The what?
Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock and Speed?
Oh, no.
Do you see a bus?
There's no buses.
I don't.
Do you see a bus? Do you see
Do you
Dennis
see
Hopper?
an Academy Award winner?
Dennis Hopper died.
What?
Dennis Hopper?
I hate finding out this
I thought
way.
you said Dustin Hoffman.
No, he's
Tootsie's still well alive.
Thank God.
She started drag.
And we thank you, Tootsie.
So the other thing is, this is the other superfluous thing I feel, or that I don't love about
That
these
would have
games.
been really good on a freeze frame and then credits rolling. The way
Yeah,
you cheers.
I feel like that could happen because there's cameras around.
Can you edit that in?
I could edit that in, yes.
That won't be too hard.
idea what
No.
this is.
You could do that on. You could do that on
Beck wants it
iMovie.
one more time, and we'll do it, and we'll do a freeze
Say the
frame.
catchphrase.
And we thank her for it.
I love my Coopers.
It's this game is open world. So, same with Need for Speed Heat, the game before it. Same with Burnout Paradise. I don't really like the open worldness of these games.
So here's my experience of the game.
Yes.
I started driving around. I started following a path. I got to the end of the path. Nothing happened.
Right.
This was on a Tuesday.
That's right. That's true. I was
to
there.
choose the days.
She played on a Tuesday.
It was
Oh,
Tuesday.
okay. In the game, it was a
days.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Because you have to choose the day.
I literally just
Okay.
said that. And then
I thought
went,
you meant in the world.
And then
Tuesday somewhere in the world.
because
Evan.
today's Friday.
Research?
it was on a Tuesday.
To explain.
And then I was like, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then I went
Yep.
to a race.
Yep.
And
you
then
did
Patrick was
donuts.
there. He
Started-
was like,
yeah, you did
he was like,
donuts.
you have to drive to the race.
No, I said it like this. You have to drive to the rain.
Yeah, sorry.
That's how I said it.
That was better.
Actually, guys, I was there, and there's an impartial third party. Actually, more accurately, sorry, Pat,
Yeah, no,
but
it's fine.
actually, what you said was
That's it.
That sounds like me. Yeah.
to the right. It was like that.
That is uncanny.
That is so
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
uncanny.
Oh.
Sorry to like.
Oh.
Is my brother in my room?
I'm your brother. This is how I'm.
And then what happened?
And then I got to the part where the place where you race, and
Yes.
it said you don't have the right car.
No, wrong car.
Okay.
And then you said, guys, let's start filming. And then I came in here.
All right. So
Here's my experience of playing.
yeah. Okay.
So I walked into the green room. I said, "Hi, Pat," and Pat said, "Hey, I'm just dropping the kids off at school." As he was driving around.
Yes.
And is that how he said it?
Oh no, sorry, it was.
Do it like how.
Sorry. Hi, Jess. And I was like, okay. Intense energy.
I do say that. I do say that a lot.
That's so you. Yeah, and then I had to go driving around, and I was essentially on a death mission.
Yeah.
I was trying to end the game And
Okay.
it just wouldn't end.
Okay,
I would
right.
crash into rivers, and it would just be like, "Whoop, there you go."
Context, you were being chased by the police the whole
I
time.
was being chased by the police the whole time.
And she just kept getting
was my
more
hate
fire.
level again?
What's it called? 5.
More heat.
5.
Five. I got heat
Yeah, your heat
level
level is 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a lot of
was
cops up
I
my
feel like
ass.
I feel like I'm
used
going to
to
have to
that by
deal
this
with this
point.
next time I play.
Yes.
You've made quite a mess.
And you lost money.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, heaps.
How much?
Kids are in jail.
Kids are in jail. You're down 200K.
If it helps.
The car is ruined. And there's 5 police cars after you.
Okay, great.
You should not have given us access to your game.
It's on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Right.
just play any other day and you're fine.
No, that's good. As long as you haven't progressed past Tuesday, that should be okay.
Oh, we
Sorry,
did not
Dad.
get past Tuesday. It's kind of purgatory, I think. Can't even get to hump day.
Okay. What was I saying?
Can't even get to hell.
It's an open world. So I said this to you, Patrick, when I was showing you the game. You go and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this race, and you pick out a race. You're like, yeah, I'll do this race, and then you have to drive to the race, and you have to, you got the little map and you got the coloured line. It's like, I just why? I just want to go to the race.
Can I pose a question to you,
Yes.
Evan? How do you think race cars get to races?
I understand that's part of real life, but it really doesn't. It doesn't feel like it needs to be part of a game. Like it feels like playing Google Maps. It doesn't. Like
I would play the
it's
shit out of that
That's
game.
what you think driving is?
well, yeah.
Playing Google Maps?
Because you're just following. You just like put the navigation on. You go to this event, the meetup. You go to the meetup, and then you got to like follow. And it's like, oh, I took the wrong off ramp off the freeway. It's like, what? I just want to play. I just want to go race.
You know what? I would love if it was super realistic and there was like traffic.
Yeah.
There is traffic. I mean,
Yeah. And you're just like waiting there for like 2 hours before you. And you only play a race every like 3 hours.
it's so yes. I think that
Yeah.
personally. I mean, the open. I understand that it there's good stuff about the open world.
So you're always in a car.
Always. Which I don't mind.
Have it any other way.
I was born in a car and I'll die in a car.
Yeah.
But I'm sick of playing Google Maps.
Sorry, I think that can be tedious. The other thing about it is that because it's in a city, and this was the same critique I had of Bec Petraitis, is that then you're racing in a city, which cities aren't great for racing. I feel like Need for Speed Heat.
They're built for business.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Like Sydney.
They tend to be blocks, grids. And
Yeah.
I think Bec Petraitis, I think, was very grid-like. Need for Speed
High
Heat
capacity
did okay because once you got
buildings.
out of the city a little bit, you had more freeways and stuff, which this also has. But I think I'm not good enough at cornering to be racing around a CBD.
Maybe you should get better.
I should get better. I should definitely get better at cornering.
Stop
But
saying cornering.
why?
It just feels
Just say
sexy.
turning.
All right, turning.
I'm all about cornering.
Right? Didn't that feel a
It
bit...
sounds like
It sounds like...
Wait, you've never cornered before? That's crazy. What's that ultrasound kill? What's that game called?
Ultra Kill?
Ultra Kill, yeah.
Ultrasound.
ultrasound.
Ultrasound the game, you've never played that? My mum has it. She's like, we need more gel.
I can't find the heartbeat.
We need more gel. That's what she's like.
Yes, that's my mum, Mum.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Mum.
What? That reminds me of a cartoon.
Huh?
That voice reminds me of a cartoon.
The cartoon.
No, a cartoon. The cartoon.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
The one they made.
Sorry, Evan, I interrupted.
I mean, this looks kind of like a cartoon. They've gone very,
Yes.
they've gone very cell shaded with the style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
No, you go.
No. Sorry.
You say.
Bring it back to me for a second. So,
No, sorry. You were saying.
They've gone real bold with the art style in this game, which I like. I think some people find it a bit distracting because you'll hit boost and suddenly you'll have lots of like, or you'll be like drifting and there'll be smoke everywhere. You'll get some air and you have like wings that come out and stuff. I think it looks kind of cool. You can
it's like
turn
they
it
really went with the whole graffiti thing. Because
Yeah.
I think they're like, graffiti is our life. I don't know, something like that. But you were saying, Bec, how like it was too colourful for you though.
It's too chaps.
It's a lot. It is a
Wait,
lot going
Beck
on.
said that.
Beck.
Beck, come on.
My eyes are tired by myself. I gotta look at myself
Yeah.
every day.
True.
Then I gotta look at a game.
I have to
Thank
look
you.
at things.
I think it adds to the fun of it. I think
Beck
it
looks
makes
like
the
an
game
Andy
exciting.
Warhol art pop painting just walking down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want a game to
can of
look
soup.
like me. It's taking my stuff.
Yeah, okay, yep.
I was drifting at one point.
Yeah.
And I was just going around in a circle repeatedly. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, you
Oh, that was
go nuts.
sick.
And then a little graphic came up on top and it went,
Rock
Yeah.
and roll.
Yeah.
Right.
that. I liked that.
I loved that a
Oh
lot.
yeah, it's positive
It
reinforcement.
was also just a nice moment for us in the room too, wasn't it?
We were all like, woo!
Yeah, great.
We're like, you did that.
Yeah, but you said that.
I remember, yeah.
You said, you did that. You said that?
I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what you
Yeah,
said
no, it was.
and how you said it.
It's an interesting interesting art style though, because they've gone the world and the cars are like they've gone for realism. It's quite
Yeah, and the
close to
calendar's very real.
It's like GTA to me.
a bit GTA.
I wish it was kind of like GTA as well, because I want to walk out and.
And
You wanna
shoot
get out of the
someone with a gun. Steal their money.
You kept trying to run people over,
Yeah,
but
I
they
do.
just leaped out of the way.
These are very agile people, I gotta say. They're all very, very good at. They just.
I mean, they're used to living in a city.
I know.
Where they're always racing around in
It's part
cars.
of training as children. They just throw cars and things at them, and they have to like.
They're like, are they racing or are they just going to
Yeah.
a race?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Who knows?
Hard to say.
Anyway, and it has these sort of pops of like hand-drawn art style. I think is really cool.
Prove
But
it.
the characters are this kind of a bit cel-shaded, and I don't really like how they've done the characters.
What?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Like cel-shaded, like they're like flat.
Oh yeah, with that like
cartoony-
outlining thingy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that shit. Yes.
Yeah, it's like they're 2D. It's like this weird 2D, 3D thing that they're doing, like a comic book style.
Yes.
And I
haven't
don't
seen a
think
single
it-
character.
It's like when they.
You,
did,
if you keep.
I know. You say, you know when they made Amazing Spider-Man. I can remember Xbox One games, but they did Amazing
Yes.
Spider-Man, and it was all like they try to do.
You
a comic
only
book.
know Xbox One games?
Yeah.
That's perverted.
Is it? They use good controllers.
And there's, there's been. There's,
It's like only having ever eaten at Hungry Jack's as your only fast food, or like only La Porchetta.
there you go. There's a character.
Huh?
There's a
Character,
character.
look quick.
Oh, yeah.
There's great cel-shaded games. I
They
just.
look like a rockabilly girl going to Halloween with her like black outline on one side of her nose.
Data Von Tees.
I just think it's maybe an odd. I think generally the style kind of works pretty well, but I don't know. The cel-shaded characters for me just felt a bit
Well, it
kind of
feels like
weird.
if they're going for realistic. Because I used to think Need for Speed was very like super realistic. Like again, I'm going back to like Xbox One times.
It varies. Some of them are more. I think earlier on they're a bit more realistic, but they tend to be more arcadey, like generally,
How does this compare to Mario Kart?
favorably. I think.
I gotta say,
What?
drifting in Mario Kart is easier than drifting on here. I find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Mario Kart is more arcadey than this.
In what way?
It's got to like pick up, and then it's got like rainbow tracks and stuff. This is set in the more or less in the real
I
world.
mean, but this is cartoonish.
It is a bit cartoonish in its style, but I mean it's reasonably like set
You
in
think
the
this
real
is
world.
more realistic than Mario Kart?
Yes.
I think you're a fool.
All right. Fair enough. You can have your
Have
opinion.
you seen a mushroom drive through the streets?
As if so,
No, but I saw,
So you need to tell us.
we're going to take your keys away from you.
I saw a baby toad once.
That's cute as shit.
Yeah, caused a pile up.
Oh my.
Wait.
Huh?
You're late for work.
No, I don't have a job.
Yeah, why would you?
You know what I'm like.
You know what I was really excited about with this game?
The cars.
No, not the cars.
The driving.
No. The frame rate. This is the first Need for Speed game
Bye-bye.
that runs at 60 FPS on consoles, which really should be the bare minimum, right?
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah.
60
Can you-
frames a second.
Can you imagine me playing Need for Speed Heat at 30 frames per second on,
Are you
PS5
really
or Xbox?
noticing that much of a difference?
Oh my God, yes.
What would be the difference?
I mean, what would be the It's
frames.
twice as many frames
Per second.
per second.
sound like Seinfeld just then.
It's twice
Many frames!
That's so many frames! perfect.
It is, and it really should be. The bare min- like.
We work on it.
It's a race.
Should be a lane.
Yes.
It's a racing
Jerry.
game. It's fast paced.
Yes.
It's like quick reflex.
like-
Twice as many frames. It's twice as.
Frame rate! It's not good enough!
That's George.
George, you're being
Yeah,
George.
great, good.
What do you think?
Yeah, it was good. I only watched it properly a couple of weeks ago. I've never seen it.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Really?
Could you do Kramer?
You bet I can. Hey everyone, watch out! I'm in a building, and I'm taking things from Jerry's room.
How much of it did you watch?
2 episodes.
It was 2 episodes. That's not bad. For 2 episodes.
Trained actor.
Yeah. That was my monologue at the end of my.
You're in.
Yeah.
If you play on PC, of course, you get higher frame rates. But you know, as a console experience, this is running at 4K 60. That's great.
On a
Love
PS5?
That. So good. I assume so. I played it on Xbox Series X, but yeah.
No,
on
you got
PS5.
you got everything, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I
have a chocolate?
but I say bare minimum because it would be great
Is
to
there any
have.
left?
Yes. Yes. There's only one left, and I'm kind of hungry.
It would be. I say bare minimum because I think it would be great to have like 120 or just like an unlocked frame rate for this to run on.
Unlocked frame rate.
Yeah.
3D.
Just let it go wild.
Frames.
See-
No amount of frames would be good enough for you, would it?
I mean, the more the better, right? Like, there's no.
How good do you think your eyes are?
It's partly that, but it's also partly input lag and stuff. Like, the more frames per second, the better. They
I don't care about frame rate at all.
Well, here's something you might care about.
Just like an apple.
They kept the day-night cycle from Need for Speed Heat,
Oh my fucking god.
but it works a little bit. What's going on over here?
Shut up, you're getting through some of the... we're having a breakdown, but we're doing it quietly.
All right, no, I appreciate
I
that.
don't think you're being as subtle as you think you are.
Hey, don't.
I said that, not Patrick.
You can't just don't say things about.
Not,
I feel attacked.
not to speak for Patrick, but shut up.
No, so the thing is, it's made out of fruit.
What do you mean?
So that's the idea.
I'm just saying it tasted a lot like an apple. And you said, an apple? And I said, yeah. And now I just want to know, like...
They kept the day-night cycle, but it works a little bit
Crisp apple,
differently.
crisp apple, I'm right.
As in time passes?
No, well,
Green one.
kind
It's
of.
not apple.
These don't smell like.
So in Need for Speed,
You guys know this goes out as a podcast too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
Can't mute my
Patrick
mic.
is now reaching into the.
Is that what you mean? You wanted us to
yeah.
narrate what we were doing? Or?
just audio describe if you could, yes.
Sorry.
So in Need for Speed Heat, you could choose if you wanted to leave the garage in daytime or nighttime.
Who cares?
Well, it was a key mechanic in the game.
Everyone loves this game.
You're not even listening.
I did. Frame rates, the nighttime garages.
At least I'm in the conversation.
I'm in the conversation.
Not giggling about the natural
Jess?
confectionery company.
That was ages ago.
So rather than letting you choose whether you go day or night, in this it's a toggle. It's daytime and then you go back and then it's nighttime, which is much like real life.
How long do I have to toggle for you to have stopped talking about the daytime, nighttime?
I can move on. I found it had a bit more of a learning curve compared to Need for Speed Heat. It's
It's fine, you just drift through it. Cornering. You know about it.
yeah, it is corner through it. It's
Yeah.
it's a bit deeper than Heat.
Cornering sounds like something George Michael got arrested for.
Right.
Yeah.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, another one.
It's
That's in the game. It's a Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift.
So good. So good. So when you're cornering, so
it's a bit deeper. There's more to it. Where at Need for Speed Heat was mostly like you just you do a race, you do this other race. This maybe a time trial here and there. There's a little bit more to it. There'll be missions that's like you got to get this car from here to here quickly, which is similar to a race, I suppose, but there's other cars
I
involved.
would say that's the definition of a race.
They're on their phone a lot.
Yeah,
Always calling people.
they are. Yeah, that's the story that I find is best just to ignore. There's
They're always on the damn phone. Kids these
get
days,
off
I
it.
tell you what, they're probably
Life's
vaping.
out there, not here. Drive.
So you can fine tune your car's handling. That's something that I don't think you could do in Heat.
And why not?
Well, I don't know.
I've been begging for that for years.
You could do it with the way you upgraded your car, but in this you can go from the pause menu. You can adjust a little bit of. I think it's still based around the car is still the car, and you can make those upgrades the same, but you can adjust.
You can't change it so the car isn't the car.
You can't be like, oh, tractor now.
Well, no, you can't take a sporty tuned car and take it way the other way. But you can make adjustments sort of to your preference.
A van.
Which
Like a bus.
just let's
My many children.
Okay. The nitrous boost system is a bit more interesting this time around as well.
How do they manage that?
Well, they've just added another element to it. So you've got the regular boost that you always had, but then you've got these little bits that sort of go up in yellow chunks that you can use as like a quick sort of boost.
No, I was with you.
See how stressed he gets when we listen quietly? This is the environment you've created by shitting all over him. So when we're quiet, he panics.
Yeah, he thinks he's about to get knifed.
Exactly. So he's like, and I really like that bit of it.
Yeah, it's a trap. It is a trap.
We're just listening, mate. It's all right.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
I've just been counting. I've been keeping count of how many things you've mentioned that we've listened politely, and that's how many times I'm going to punch you in the face.
This is a safe environment. I like
Until
it
the
here.
cameras are off. And then we beat Evan.
Do you think? What would you do if I started fighting you? I was going to say, do you think you could beat me in a fight? But like,
Jesus Christ.
you probably
I could breathe
but
on you
would
and you'd pass out.
I think I would run away.
You would run away?
I think I would run away.
What if I had you cornered?
I'm great at cornering.
Buzz!
Evan.
I don't know. I'd like duck, and I think I'd like make
got me
myself
there.
into a little ball, and
Oh, you're in fetal position.
yeah, I think that's yeah.
I wouldn't fight clean either.
What? So, would you
I'm
just
quite small, so I usually have to, bite and scratch and pull hair.
Right,
be like that?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Because I could definitely overpower you, but I just don't. I think it would,
I'd pinch.
would feel weird. Yeah, okay, right. Like the
The
nipple
only way
clamps.
like the nipple clamps.
Evan.
We got there. We got there.
In Heat,
Found a way for
wearing one
Evan to
right now.
accidentally sexually harass me yet again.
what?
We've all been wearing one of these this whole time. One of the ultrasounds, what
Yeah.
they're called?
Ultra.
Ultrasounds.
Oh, the new ultrasound sex toys.
Yeah, the Ultra Kill sex toy. Okay.
Yeah.
I got an ultrasound once that kind of looked like a sex toy.
Yeah? What the?
Went in me though.
Yeah,
You got that one, I'm sure. You've had that.
100%. Of course I have.
I'm sure. Oh, you've got ultrasound written all over you.
Yeah,
does.
I've got a uterus.
I've never had an ultrasound.
Do you want to know
what a way
a
to
fun
live.
story?
Sure.
You have to drink a lot of water and then not pee before an ultrasound,
Yeah.
so that they can use the extra pressure of your full bladder to
I
see your
see.
uterus better, right?
All right.
So then you do that part, and then the ultrasound person says, "Okay, now go to the toilet," and then you go pee, and then you come back, and then they say, "Go again," and you're like, "What do you mean? Did this happen to you?" It happens to everyone that I know. Who's
Well, go to the
cool.
toilet again.
Well, he put the thing on, because then they do one on top where your bladder has to be empty, and he's like, "You didn't pee enough," and I'm like, "I know how to fucking piss," and he's like, "No, you don't, girlfriend." And so then I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll go to the toilet again, even though I don't have to piss." And then I sat down, and then after like a brief, I just was like, "I'll try to pee," and then I peed for another like 30 seconds. Can you believe that? And this happens all the
He
time.
was right.
He was
You didn't know how to piss.
I didn't know how to piss. And I was like, oh, you mansplaining
This
piece
is
of
why
shit.
we should listen to men.
Exactly. He knew my body. He knew my body better than I knew my body. And that's the lesson I learned.
Yeah.
Listen to other people about my body.
You having a good time, Evan?
Yeah. I don't think that story was as fun as you made it out to be.
Did I make it out to be that fun?
Oh, you said it was fun.
It was more of a PSA.
Right, okay.
Well, we've got an ultrasound machine just right there.
Yeah.
EP.
But like probably
The cops aren't as overpowered as they were. I think in Need for Speed Heat. One of the problems with Need for Speed Heat, I think, was that the police were just too good.
These guys suck. They
taking you
could
down.
I
not
saw
stop me.
Jess, like, I was
Yeah.
like, how have they not caught you at this point? She tried to go up a ramp off a jump, like over, like, over, like,
I tried to go up a ramp with
spur
no
thing.
momentum, Evan. And I just went,
Well, no, the first
still couldn't get me.
The first time you went up the ramp and just off the side of it,
True.
and then you went back, and then the police were around you, and then she went over. I was like, you gotta go
they were
straight,
like-
and then she went over straight, and I was like, sorry, you need to run up.
Yeah.
She just went over and into it, and they didn't get her.
And then I couldn't reverse to go get a run up because there were 5 cop cars around me. Once again, sorry for ruining your game. Didn't realise that's what I was doing.
Right, but you didn't get arrested?
Did I?
No,
in the
you
end?
got arrested
Very end,
eventually.
after like 15 minutes.
Oh my god,
Like,
Evan, it
you
was
did.
so long. So I'm driving along, I'm zooming along, right? And there's cop cars, they're coming up next to me, and they just sort of like, they just drive next to me for a bit. And I'm like, is this you trying to stop me?
They're just in their car, like,
They were leading.
Where? Or they'd sort of go, I'm driving along, and they'd sort of go like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
They were
bloop.
leading
And I was
you
like,
at one
okay,
point.
yeah. They were like, here, go
Like, come
this
to the
way.
police station.
Totally. They were not good cops.
Okay.
Not good.
they were
I'm
like, maybe
supporting
if
what
we
you were
start
saying.
running away, she'll start chasing us.
Show her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can be a bit of a nuisance, but they're not as annoying as they were in the
Are they more aggressive than the other ones?
game. Yes, they're more aggressive. They're very aggressive and very hard to lose, hard to take down
Right.
in Need for Speed Heat. And I don't want to challenge and stuff, but it was just quite annoying.
Sounds like you do.
No, a challenge is fine. This game is actually, like, I've found it very challenging at the start because they tease you a bit with fast cars at the start. And then they're like, all right, now you've had your fun, now you have a slow car and you can start from the start.
Oh.
It's like, they sort of give you that little I guess it gives you something, because that's fun, it gives you something to look forward to. But then you're stuck with a slow car that you have to upgrade. And you're like, oh, this is a slog.
Yeah. I hate that. I prefer to just come into someone else's game on a Tuesday. Skip all that
Shit up.
Yeah, I mean, you're driving a very, very slow Nissan that I have.
Oh, not the way I was driving it. That was a very fast, very beaten up Nissan.
Making a lot of weird sounds. I don't know.
Okay.
I purposely drove over. You know when the police put out the spikes? I drove over that to see what
You
happened.
did.
And there was
All
just sparks going everywhere.
Okay.
But then after a while, fine. Oh, and then I drove through a service station. I didn't
Yes.
stop.
Yep.
And it just repaired itself.
That's how it works.
too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't like. I
I thought it was gonna explode.
want to stop, get out,
Yeah.
go around to the pump, fill it up,
Yep.
into the shop, browse, have a look at the snack options.
Buy a $7 Kit Kat.
A $7 Kit Kat, 2 for $8. And then I want to go up and be served by a fairly rude person who doesn't want to be at their job.
Okay.
And then I want to get back in the car and off I go again.
Okay.
So that I didn't like, actually.
Fair
I
enough.
understand why you would, but as a Sims fan, I love realism.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got I'm sending
You know what?
notes
You
to the
should play
developer.
you.
Mario Kart
Yeah?
for realism.
I've never been able to get... Yeah, you're right, it is more realistic.
It's actually a really good investigation of class and how it sort of paints a picture of what the world could be like. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're up the front, all you're getting is banana peels. You're not getting fuck all else. Good luck to you. You're up the back, you're getting the big bullet guy. You go
Yes.
through everyone, which is how it should be. Is that what life is like? No. Is that what Need for Speed is like? Absolutely not. Like Evan said, you get thrown in fucking more like Sims. Here's $20, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Mario Kart doesn't do that. But I guess some things aren't meant for... if anyone wants to interrupt at any point.
And just like that, Naomi went off into Mario Kart World and lived a happy, prosperous life.
Anyway, No, look, all right, yeah. In summary, I think it's great. I think it's you know.
Keep playing it.
Oh, absolutely. It's so it's so
Level up. Did the races just get harder?
Yeah. So there's as you race. If you place in a race, then you get money. You win prize money.
Money, I like
And
that.
then you can go back and you can use that money at the garage to upgrade your car.
Unless you lose the money somehow.
Unless you lose the money because you get arrested.
Oopsie.
But you make money, you spend the money to upgrade your car, and then you can enter better
they
races,
say
win more money.
A crime, you have to pay a fine for it, then that law only exists for the lower class. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I
In Mario Kart. Just get back up again.
Exactly. You can't get into debt.
You can't get into debt in this.
Imagine that.
No.
What happens if you have $0?
Then you have no money
Start
to
working at the
lose.
service station.
What if you need petrol?
You don't have to buy petrol in this.
Really?
Yeah.
Can I offer you a Kit Kat?
Well, we've got two.
Two for $8. We're saying if you get to $0, you can work in the service station.
I see. Okay, great.
That is good.
Right?
No, it's good. I'm going to keep playing it. If you like Need for Speed games, this is the best Need for Speed game there's been for ages. That's my opinion, and worth buying on console because it actually runs at 60 FPS, whereas before console was
Which should be the fucking minimum.
Which should
by
be
the
the
way.
minimum, but with Need for Speed Heat, consoles are bloody second-class citizens running at 30 FPS compared to you on PC. You could run it, whatever your computer will run. Criterion are great developers. I think it's just the cars handle. It's just fun to play, and that's what I like in my games.
Yes. Fun to play.
Yes.
Criteria
Great.
And the FPS.
FPS to FPS on screen.
Yep.
Garage times, the
Nighttime, daytime.
garage. You gotta have that. And when the frames rating everyone, they're like, you're a 7 and you're like a 3.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want for my.
You guys talking about me?
They're talking about the game.
So I was I was in game mode. Vroom vroom, get out of the way. Beep.
Game mode? Game mode, sorry.
I'm always in game mode. It's never ending.
Need for Speed Unbound is out now on PC, PS5, and Xbox
Yes.
Series S and X.
Origami.
Before we wrap up, we have a Patreon question.
Hooray!
Excited?
I
Yes.
love questions.
Love patrons.
This
Unless it's maths related.
it's not maths related at all. I actually don't
I
remember
love
what it
maths
is, but
related.
I should have.
this week's question is from Please
Figure out how to
Don't.
make the hat.
What?
Honestly, no one cares.
It's supposed to be a hat?
Even Evan's trying to wrap up, and he just talked for an hour about
the
a
one
game
that wants
we
to go
interrupted
home.
about.
You've got
No one
work in the
cares.
morning.
We had
You're
a
the one who was
Patreon
begging for everyone
question.
to leave.
Evan doesn't- Evan's too scared to talk to you, so I'll do it. Shut up.
This week's question is from.
F. What the freaking F, man? What's going on?
I want to answer a
Are
question.
you guys mad at me?
Yep.
I'm sure I figured out how to
This
do
week's
this
question is from Please Don't Credit Me with the.
This week's question is from Please Don't Credit Me with the Boys in the Wall question.
Right.
Doing the wall.
And the question is, it's great to see so many women making their first and returning appearances on the show this season. Was it a conscious decision to book more girls to dissuade the rumours that Evan and Bec are big wet sodgers, or are all the boys turning down the gig for fear of being put in a wall?
Oh, wow.
What's being put in a wall?
Oh, you've missed so much.
What's
I've
being
seen a
put
couple
in
of
a wall?
walls, but
Evan puts little boys in them.
There is a. It's not true. There's a running joke. There's a running.
My hat?
It's beautiful. It's like
Have you
a
ever
boat.
wondered why Stupid Old Studios had to move warehouses? Walls filled with boys. Now you're up to date.
are they
Now,
doing?
It's
the
a-
women
So much
question.
more room for boys.
The women question. Hang on.
Why, Evan, I have a question.
Yes.
Why the fuck are there so many women on the show? Makes me sick.
too many.
Was it a conscious decision?
No, it wasn't really a conscious
You're
decision.
just a good person.
I think we're
Without
just
even having
listing
to try.
people we liked.
Yeah, we sat down. You were there.
I was there.
And we sat down, me, Bec, and Naomi, and we were like, all right, who do we want to have on the show this season?
Yeah. Most people I think I like, and think are funny are either women or gay.
Right.
Or both.
And we came up with a list of
Not
people
both,
that we
that's too
all
much.
people.
I know we had Jordan Barr on.
Sorry.
I know.
She'll
You've
do
met
the
her,
work.
you know what I mean.
She's doing the work.
Yeah. Felt like I was doing the work.
Really was just it was just a case of we made a list, and I think the list probably was. It wasn't that. It was maybe 50-50. We put the call out to a bunch of people, and it's like, hey, let us know your availability and stuff, and we started sort of booking people in.
Yeah.
And it just kind of happened.
So the
that,
list of straight men that I won't be around is just always grows. So let's be real. You know it's true.
Your hat keeps getting smaller and smaller.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
Anyway, not a conscious decision, just something that kind of just happened fairly naturally,
It's merit based.
and it's very nice.
Best people for the job.
There's poo-poo for the job.
Best people for the job.
And people who are available.
People who are available.
Whoever poops. Whoever can
Who
poop first,
available?
you can get the poses.
Yeah.
Yeah, people who are
Rock up, you do
available.
poo-poo, you get on.
People that don't have COVID, that sort of thing.
It is so nice to meet you.
You too. Hi. Thank you.
Enchanté.
Enchantés.
A poo-poo.
It's your poo-poo. You poo-poo for the job. I didn't get I got a wet piece of paper which looked like spit on it, and I was like, you free. We've had a lot of other people, but you were like the 10th on the list.
Yeah.
If you want to come, rock up, but don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
And so I waited out there,
Yeah.
probably 2. It was like the Bergheim. I was probably 2 hours, and then they took me around into a tunnel. It was dark, and they're like, "Sorry, we can't let anyone see you." The crew were scared, and then someone brought me from back there, and then I got on. It was so fun.
Honestly, I was
great.
surprised to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, oh, he got in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting, yeah.
And you were like, hi, Naomi.
That is
That
better.
isn't it? Yeah.
Hey, we have to thank our top patrons.
We have to, actually.
Yep.
Right? They could do a class action.
Maybe. I mean, it's something that we're committed to do, and we should do it. Adrian Hernandez-Rista, Emmy G, Andre Agnew, Ben Zombie, Blake Hannigan, Brand Wozni, Cameron Fullwood, Chris Howe, Chris Potts.
Christian Sanchez Diaz.
Okay.
Like that.
That's good. It's a good reference. David Bourne, David Holland,
7.
Death Wombat, Decay, Diatomic Blender, Dixie Dean 17, Gears, Izzy Klein, Latchington, Memes to Josh, Michael Flatty, Mitch Rudolph,
Michael
MJ. It's not Michael. I don't think it's Michael.
MJ, Spider-Man MJ.
Pardon?
Michael.
No, I'm happy with that one.
cancelled.
Yeah, I'm good with that one.
Dead and cancelled, aren't they?
Dead and cancelled.
A lot of them. Nick Mason.
In that order.
President.
Oscar A. We'll do it.
Robbie
Okay.
Proctor.
Santeri. I can't read that.
Do your best, because I think I get it wrong every
Rickinen.
week. Rickinen?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't mean I can't read that name. I mean I can't read that far. Scott, I'm a sexy apple.
McEachin.
McEachin.
Keachin, Sean Pratt, Sonny Sanchez, Suraj Paris, The Schnozberry's Taste, Like Schnozberry, XZ Neil.
Two separate people. The Snosberry's Taste, and also thanks to Like Snosberry.
This is great. I want to get ads,
great.
so I'm trying to do my ad voice.
Oh, add that to your show reel.
Yeah.
I think just use your natural voice.
No.
If you want to hear me,
I don't know if that's commercial. It's good.
Oh, it's good. It has an interesting texture, I think.
Okay. I'll try it out a bit more.
If you want to hear your name read out on the show, jump on the Close Personal Friend Patreon tier. There's some great benefits to signing up. You get episodes early, you get to join us on the Discord and chat to us and stuff. You get the cheat sheets, which are always a bit of fun.
Yep.
And you can send in questions, like the one that was earlier, and then you can vote on which question
get
to
your
do
name read out.
in the episode. And
I
did say-
Literally
that's
said
for
that.
$20.
That's for $20.
But for 15, you could have me just send me the money and I'll read out your name.
For $150, I'll do it.
Wow, okay. That's a good
Unrelated.
offer.
This is unrelated. I did just want to wish Caitlin Joyce a Merry Christmas. That's just something I wanted to do. It doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Someone that
else.
you know.
Can I do one? Carol, well done. What you did was brave. And I'll see you home. I'll see you at home for Christmas too, with Caitlin Joyce. Carol's my mum.
Great.
Oh, you're going to be there.
What'd you do well?
Kind of, she poo.
Yeah, she was on the show.
She was on the show before. She did really good.
And you can also get a mug. You can get mugs. The only way to get a mug, you can't get on the merch site. You can only get them if you sign up
hated
to
Sonic,
the
though, didn't
mug.
Was not the game for her.
Yeah, don't bring it up.
Gotta go fast. Carol says no thanks.
Carol can't
Slow
laugh.
it down.
You can get a mug on the mug tier. Sign up at patreon.com/Gamey Game. Naomi, have you got anything you'd like to plug?
No, you know, I was on a podcast. They're like, "Do you have anything to plug?" I was like, "No." And they were like, "What about Gamey Game?" I was like, "Oh
Yes.
yeah."
Do you want to plug Gamey Game?
Yeah. You can watch Gamey Gamey Game. I'm on that every week. It streams on Twitch on Friday nights, and then the episodes get edited into a neat little package and get posted on Mondays.
Quick work.
They were also like, "What about you, TV show?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I could forget that. I forget about that. You're in it.
Wait a minute.
You're in it.
I'm holding a pug whose name
wow.
is Pete.
You're not in it, but you did tell me about all the times that there's a boom in shot
Yes.
after it was already up.
Yes.
So everyone really had something to do with it. Bec's in it. She filmed it. She should get a DOP
And where can people
credit.
watch it? Can people watch it on Netflix in Australia at the
It's
moment?
on Netflix, yes. It's called Why You Like This.
Why are you like this?
Are you?
Such a good
They
question.
answer it in the end.
No spoilers, no spoilers. But, oh my God, that twist.
Twist.
You won't see it
Dad?
And that woman in the shopping mall
with the wig.
with the wig.
Yeah. You won't see it coming, but you'll be like, of course.
Jess, anything you'd like to promote?
I'd like to plug my butthole.
Yes.
Oh!
No, that's not true.
Ultra kill.
Not true.
Ultrasound.
It's not true, okay?
Yeah.
Seriously, shut up for a second.
Ma.
Okay? I have a podcast you can listen to. It's called Do Go On Pod. I have another one. It's called Simply the Jest. I'm the Jest. And I'm on radio.
Damn, the titular
sometimes.
jest.
I'm the titular Jest. Deal with it. I also haven't had a lot of sleep this week, so sorry for this energy.
I like it.
Go on,
It's
did
fine,
you
it's
see
fun.
Elizabeth Holmes got sentenced to 12 years in
Did see
prison?
that? Yes, Naomi did
With
an
her second
episode.
child.
Naomi did an episode on Elizabeth Holmes. It was a fascinating
Theranos.
episode. Yep.
The best part was that Jess and Matt both didn't know the story, so I started telling it like it was going to be a success.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they were really excited.
Oh, that's fun.
It was a thrill.
I know how to tell a story.
Matt, anything you'd like to?
This is going too long. Should we skip it?
Yeah, let's just wrap the.
You know, let's just cut for a second. You should follow Hot Department. You should also watch our web series called Hot Department Dark Web. It's on Grouse House. Very.
Many awards won at this
Oh yeah. Our director Liam Fitzgibbon just got a Directors Guild Award.
Oh wow.
That's really cool.
Amazing.
And on TikTok, we sometimes do it. We're not very consistent. But follow us, and I don't know. Maybe like we'll meet you outside.
Are you going to beat
Okay.
them up?
No, get a drink. We'll like hang out, like something like that.
Oh,
Like,
that's
Really?
way
in a
better.
car, we'll drive around the city.
Oh.
Drift around.
Yeah.
Go in the garage, and I'll be like, wait, why is it night? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really nice.
Yeah, just search Hot Department. Are you guys doing any live stuff coming up or?
Well, we're going to be doing. Actually, we're going to do the Christmas pageant at the Comedy.
Republic. The Comedy
Republic.
Yeah.
This Thursday to Saturday. Come along. It'll be fun.
You're in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks so much for watching, guys. What a fun episode. We'll be back next week. It's our last episode next week of the year, of the season.
Thanks for telling me. What the
it's-
hell?
what?
You never tell me anything.
I'm sure it would have given you. Did you think we were like shooting on Christmas Day?
Would you like to?
I would not.
I mean, it's 2 days before Christmas. now.
Jess and I are free.
Yeah, we have no
We're
plans.
not doing anything.
We are not
okay.
welcome at our families.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
After last
Yeah.
year.
It's all booked though, or we'll book it. We'll book people. We'll book real
Oh,
people.
brother.
Real people?
We'll book like people.
Next week is booked. It's going to be great. It's going to be our Christmas episode, and that'll be the finale of the
What
year.
game is it?
Do you really want me to tell you?
Can I go home?
In a moment, we're talking about other stuff.
We're doing admin. What is the game?
Do you want me to tell you what the game is?
Yeah.
Garfield Lasagna Party.
What?
Hell yeah.
Festive.
Yeah, it's festive.
Yeah.
Big game. You got to. How can we not?
Like a cat.
could we not-
Lasagna.
He hates Mondays.
Christmas.
He loves lasagna.
Christmas, am I right?
Well, the game better take place on a Tuesday.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but
great.
it could be any other day of the week.
Yeah, but we were talking about.
I don't
Got to
remember
explain
that.
callbacks.
Yeah, those
to this.
calendars.
I don't remember
It's like,
that.
why does everyone keep bringing stuff up again?
Forward.
I heard you the first time.
Raza.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Don't watch next week. Don't worry about it.